What are uncountable nouns in English grammar? Have you ever wondered why we say some water instead of two waters? Today, we will uncover the mystery of uncountable nouns in English grammar. Uncountable nouns are special types of nouns that refer to things we cannot count as individual units. Unlike countable nouns, which you can count one by one, uncountable nouns representing substances, concepts, or masses that are viewed as a whole. For example, think about water, rice, or happiness. You cannot easily separate these into individual pieces. That is why we say some rice instead of two rices. Uncountable nouns do not have a plural form and cannot be used with numbers directly. Instead, we use terms like some, much, or a little. The term uncountable noun is also known as non-count noun or mass noun. These nouns often fall into three main categories. First, we have substances. This includes materials like water, milk, sand, or air. These are items that you cannot divide into countable parts easily. Next, we have abstract concepts. This category includes ideas like advice, information, courage, or happiness. These are qualities that do not have a physical form, making them uncountable. Lastly, we have collective categories. This includes words like furniture, luggage, or equipment, which refer to groups considered as a single whole. In English grammar, uncountable nouns are treated as singular. This means they take singular verbs. For example, you would say the information is important, not the information are important. When using uncountable nouns, you should use quantifiers like some or much instead of many or few. For instance, you would say, there is some milk in the fridge, or how much rice do you need? You would not say 3 milks or 2 advices, as these forms are incorrect for uncountable nouns. When using uncountable nouns in sentences, they often appear without an article or with some when referring to an unspecified amount. For example, I need some information, or can you give me some furniture? If you want to specify a quantity, you can use phrases like a piece of, a cup of, or a bit of. For example, you might say a piece of advice or a cup of coffee. This way, you can talk about measurable amounts of uncountable nouns, even though the nouns themselves do not have plural forms. In summary, uncountable nouns are those that name things you cannot count individually because they are seen as a whole mass, substance, or abstract idea. They do not have plural forms and requiring specific grammatical treatment in English sentences. Understanding uncountable nouns helps you use the correct articles and quantifiers, making your English clearer and more accurate.